Dynamic, articulate, perceptive, courageous, outspoken.
Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the dojo. I'm your host, Professor Hawk Sensei. And today I want to talk about One Piece. But more so, the power system in One Piece. The power system in One Piece is Haki. Haki. And this basically translates to willpower. Willpower, right? So, let's look up the definition of willpower, shall we? Define willpower.
Here's the definition of willpower. Control exerted to do something or restrain impulses.
Okay. Control exerted to do something or restrain impulses. The example it gives us underneath this definition, now this is Oxford definition. It says, most of our bad habits are due to laziness or lack of willpower. Synonyms: determination, strength of will, strength of character, firmness of purpose, fixity of purpose, resolution, resolve, resoluteness, purposefulness, single-mindedness, drive, commitment, dedication, doggedness, I've never heard that term before, tenacity, tenaciousness, staying power, backbone, spine. What is that? That is the will. The unshakable desire to accomplish a specific goal. Yes, a specific goal. So a lot of times when you may be looking in the comment section of this character versus this character, it wasn't even close, blah blah blah, power scaling and tier lists and what have you, you forget about the true power system of One Piece. The true power system of One Piece is the will power, the Haki. We've got 3 different Hakis that we know of. Who knows if he'll maybe introduce a new one later. Also, I should start this by saying I'm anime only. I don't really read the manga. I apologize. You can hate me or sue me if you want to, for that matter. But we have 3 forms of Haki, which is armament Haki. Basically, armament Haki is just the willpower to tighten your muscles so much so that your flesh is like that of iron now. That's how they illustrated in the anime. The Haki, armament Haki, it's almost as if their willpower allows them to make their body as tough as iron. Right? We also have observation Haki. Now, this is kind of a tricky one because this has more so to do with perception, anticipation. You know, it's more so a extrasensory perception type of willpower, more so I want to say a mental willpower or possibly spiritual. But I think the Conqueror's Haki is more so the spiritual. You know what I mean? You have the armament Haki, which represents the physical. You have the observation Haki, which I think more so represents the mental ability. You know what I mean? And the Conqueror's Haki is the spirit of the individual. But in all of this Haki talk, don't forget that it's all willpower. What are we saying when we talking about willpower? A character's power level in One Piece is determined by their willpower. I just went over a list of definitions of what willpower actually is, and it's really just determination. Who is more determined to win this battle? Maybe there's also a determination Haki. You know what I mean? But this is a shonen trope that like almost every anime has. Like the main character or one of the main characters are getting beat up to an inch of their life, and then they find some source of power or believing and friendship and this, and it just takes them over the top to a new transformed power.
Pop goes the weasel. I won't let you get away with this!
But that's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about Haki, willpower, power scaling, right? A lot of stuff in One Piece may not make sense to the average viewer because Haki is completely based on willpower. Your determination, your drive, your ambition. That's why Luffy, right? That's why Luffy is the main character, because he has more of that than any other character. Yes. I see many times in the comments section, people are misinterpreting and misunderstanding what Haki actually is. Haki is willpower, and that willpower is simply the belief. If you want to be as simple as possible, Haki is just the belief power, the power of belief.
He's beginning to believe.
That's it. I believe that I can win. Therefore, I will keep fighting until I win. When Luffy is fighting, 9 times out of 10, he's learning in his fights. he doesn't just know how to defeat his opponent. Most of Luffy's best fights, he lost the first round and sometimes the second round. We watched in Wano, Luffy got wrecked multiple times. Crocodile in Alabasta beat Luffy twice before he got his dub. If you really look at that, what is that saying? What is that saying? That's saying the victor is only decided when one fighter no longer chooses to fight. This happened with Katakuri, Mr. Donuts, right? This happened with Katakuri. Luffy was basically getting mollywopped the whole fight. The whole fight. But he eventually won the fight because he had more willpower. He wanted to win more than Katakuri did. Katakuri was basically like, I'm you but better. You know what I mean? I'm you but better. I can do anything you do 10 times as effective because I have experience, right? Experience definitely counts. But what Oda is trying to tell us in the story of One Piece is the power of belief is stronger than physical strength. That's what he's saying. And to be honest, it's true. Because there was, I can't remember, I saw a video. Hopefully I can clip it and put it in a discussion. Maybe I'll edit this all out so you don't even see my mistake. But look, right, there was a woman who saw that her son was trapped underneath a car, and just on instinct she went to lift up the car.
In 1964, a woman lifted up a car that had fallen on her son all by herself. This is called hysterical strength, and it happens when the body releases large amounts of adrenaline in response to extreme stress. This rapidly increases blood flow to your muscles, giving them more oxygen and energy, and it allows for brief moments of incredible strength that are usually impossible under normal conditions.
Right? It was her belief. It was the adrenaline pumping. It was, you know what I mean? It was the desire or the need to save her son that gave her unbelievable strength in an instant. You know what I mean? Human beings, like, in reality, we have the ability to break our limiters, right? That's what One Piece is really showing you. It's showing you the limit breaker through willpower and belief alone. So next time you're watching One Piece, right, I don't want you to get so caught up in the illustrations, right? It takes away from understanding what's really happening when you're watching these fights, or you're the Lord. You know what I mean? All these things. This One Piece is really a masterpiece. I'm going to make more videos on it because I posted a video about the first time we saw Conqueror's Haki in Whiskey Peak. It was episode 67 when Zoro and Luffy had first crossed fists.
信じられない。
さてと、蹴りつけるか。
And in that scene, there was like a flash of lightning above them. There was like a swirling of energy that started to distort the area around them, right? And when I posted this video, people were like all in the comments saying like that's not Conqueror's Haki, blah 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 blah. To be fair, you can think what you want. Art is there to be interpreted in your own way. But what I'm trying to explain here is Haki is not what you guys thought it was. It's simply willpower. It's simply belief. They get strength from believing in themselves and believing in their friends and wanting to save their friends, right? It's not so much just raw power or raw strength, right? It's the will to keep fighting, the will to keep going, the will and the determination no matter what to see it through. That's the essence of Haki in One Piece. That's the true power, the belief power. And yeah, it sounds cheesy, it sounds cliche, but this is the power in One Piece. It's belief. It's truly belief. So, if you rewatch One Piece and go back to some of the fights and see the Haki and blah blah blah, you'll notice that it's all about the willpower. The willpower is the power scaling, right? You know, I listen to a lot of King of Lightning. I listen to a good bit of Joy Boy theories. You know what I mean? Like Library of O'Hara. You know what I mean? And Grand Line Review. These are the YouTubers that I hold in high regard when it comes to One Piece content, because they go so in depth and they really flesh out the explanations that, you know what I mean, the explanations, the discoveries, you know what I mean. These guys are really, really good. You know, if you're not familiar with them and you're into One Piece, I definitely recommend checking those guys out, because I think they're the best of the best. I mean, there's other honorable mentions, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. I want you guys to understand that the power scaling in One Piece is purely, solely based in belief. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Professor Hawk Sensei once again. I think I'll be making a lot more anime derived content, because, you know, I've been doing daily discussions and I've been doing gaming content and stuff, but anime is truly something that I love. If you can't tell, you know what I mean. I love anime. And all of these hoodies, right? You could wear these hoodies. I make these hoodies because I'm trying to make my own anime. Bada bing, bada bing. But I mean, we still in the prototype phase and all that. But, you know, if you're interested in seeing what I got going on and interested in seeing more anime content or more anime discussions, leave a like, share, and subscribe, because that'll give me the motivation to keep doing this. So, till next time, guys. Class dismissed.